Hello everybody, Dominomial here, and welcome back to another episode of Mario and Luigi, Superstar Saga. I just realized that I got a badge. You know what? Yeah, let's get the Piranha badge on, Luigi, because I don't want to overuse the Mush badge. So, yeah, I don't know, last episode was a filler episode. I didn't really have too much to say. I'm getting back. I was just getting warmed up again, but yeah. Now we're feeding all these Yoshis and collecting their shit. Okay, well, yeah, fine. You know what? I guess the Yoshis would be fine with that. Okay. So, there's this game that I've been playing. It's called Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Future Redeemed. It's the DLC for Xenoblade 3. I got the expansion pass like a couple weeks after I got the vanilla game. And the DLC just suddenly dropped like a week and a half ago, and I have no idea. I thought the DLC was gonna drop during the summer, because that makes sense. Nope, the DLC dropped in fucking late April, on the week I was, like, busiest with school shit. Or somewhat busy with school shit. But, like, yeah, either way, I was very surprised at the DLC just dropping suddenly. And when I watched the trailer for the Future Redeemed, when Rex came in and just said, "I'll show him a thing or three," I just fucking laughed my ass off. So, So I'm just gonna say this right now because I know Xenoblade is a series that is very, very much talked about and overhyped among the community and outside of it. Like, when people hear Xenoblade, they think, oh, it must be like a fucking amazing-ass RPG that's really fucking good, that's flawless and shit. That's the image the fans want you to build up of Xenoblade Chronicles. In reality, Xenoblade Chronicles is a series. I mean, it is a good RPG series, but it's, like, not the most fucking amazing thing ever. Like, yeah, sure, Xenoblade 2 may be one of my favorite games ever, but that's just because what the game does really fucking well, it does really fucking well. And the flaws I kind of overlooked because I was too invested in, like, the good points of the game. The current state of Xenoblade is an interesting one. And yeah, I'll talk about the thing in the DLC later in this episode. But like right now where Xenoblade is at, even before the DLC, it's in a very interesting spot because you can tell that the devs are trying way too... They're trying to connect the lore between 1 and 2. And they're doing their best at it. But it's kind of interesting. Is the pipe here? Where is the pipe? The pipe must be here. Yeah, the pipe is here. Yeah, but, like, I only consider myself a casual Xenoblade fan right now. Casual as in casually play the series. Like, I know a decent amount of the lore and shit behind it. I know how the gameplay works in 2. I'm pretty decent at the combat and shit. Like, this isn't the issue of Xenoblade. It's just... I don't know, like... can't take the game seriously anymore. I'm invested in the games, but I'm not seriously invested in them. And I think 3 kind of ruined that for me. 3 ruined my investment in the series. Because 3 just presented characters that I didn't like for the most part. Like, I liked Noah and Mio, which are the 2 protagonists of the game, the male and female protagonists. And I liked Senna because she's cute. That's literally it. Like Noah and Mio get the most development in the entire game. And I think Senna is pretty well written within the main game too, for what like they could do with her without like, you know, having her overstay her welcome compared to like the 2 main characters, which, you know, I guess needed the spotlight more, even though I think they already got enough of the spotlight after Chapter 5. But like, I don't know, I didn't like Taion because he was just an annoying tsundere that's like, you activated my trap card. Pulls up glasses. Like, he literally fucking does that anime trope. He literally would be the type to say, you activated my trap card. I'm the ultimate strategist. And, he doesn't really get better. Uni's just an annoying, she's just fucking annoying the whole time. Like, yeah, sure, she could. She does get slightly better in one specific Ascension quest. But that Ascension quest was something that I did post-game. Post-game. Like, so I didn't get the Uni development until very late, and even then, I think Uni is still kind of annoying. What? I don't have 5. I'm trying to escape this menu if you can't tell. I just can't. Okay. Is there any way that... What is my coin? Oh, God. That's not a lot of coins. It looks like I need to go to the store. Yeah, but Xenoblade 3. I can't take it seriously. That's the thing that I have with Xenoblade 3. The characters are just worse. I don't like the world as much. The moment Mobius was introduced in the picture and they fucking had like Power Ranger-ass shit, like suits going on, like, how do you expect me to take this game seriously when the big bad guys are literally just there, wearing fucking cosplay shit? Like, in 2, like, everyone was wearing stupid-ass cosplay shit, so it kind of balanced out and added absurdity to, like, everything, in a good way. 3, it's just like, okay, the bad guys are very, very clearly bad. There's no room for doubt there. No room for interpretation there. They're just bad. And yeah, I'll promise. I promise I'll get to the DLC. But yeah, no, I don't think Xenoblade 3 is that great of a game. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't think Xenoblade 3 is that good. I came into it with probably much higher hopes though, because of 2. Yeah, like, the gameplay of 3 is just not as fun as 2. The combat system is just so much slower and so much less dynamic and in-depth than 2. Like, yeah, it pretends to be as dynamic and cool and fun as 2, but it's not. Of course it's not. Do you have anything new? Nah, I don't care. I guess I could do this while I'm talking about Xenoblade. I don't know which ones I did. I feel like I did Chuckle Blend, right? Did I do this one? I hope I didn't do this one. I might have already. The game doesn't really tell you. Once again, I come from afar because of the scent of a new kind of bean juice. This is... yeah, okay. Yeah. So thing is, Xenoblade 3, I can't really take the story seriously. I think the themes that they do in Xenoblade 3 are just worse versions of themes they've already done in Xenosaga. Which, the only reason why those themes worked in Xenosaga is because you've had a cast of characters that was already established for the first 2 games, that you got attached to, that you liked, and then once those themes kicked in the 3rd game, it's like, oh shit! I didn't expect this. I didn't expect this kind of theming. It's really fucking cool, and I hope these characters can escape this terrible thing that's happening to them. Yeah. Xenoblade 3 tries to do a Xenosaga 3, but it just fails because it's a completely new cast of characters that I don't fucking care about. Except for, like, 2 or 3. I might not have done a Chuckle Blend. I might have done something else, though. What? I wasted my beans because I couldn't... Whatever. So the Excite Spring. Yeah, it's basically fucking cheat codes, for the action commands. But only for one character. And honestly, it might screw you up more than it will help you. Yeah, so I don't know, that's how I feel about Xenoblade 3. I can't take the story seriously, I get what it's trying to do, but only because I played Xenosaga 3. And Xenoblade 3 just does those themes again, but worse. The gameplay isn't as cool, it's not as fun. The music... the gameplay music is worse than 1 and 2. Well, yeah, no, it's worse than both 1 and 2. Like, I don't remember, like, more than 2 field themes in Xenoblade 3. And I get they were going for a more ambient approach, but no, just make the field themes good. Just make them good like they're supposed to be, please. If I want to fucking deal with, like, cool ambience, I'd fucking play Metroid Prime or some shit like that. But, yeah. Field themes aren't that memorable. Like, Syra hovering reefs at night is a very cool theme. And that's it. That's it. That's the only memorable field theme in the game. But the only reason why I still think Xenoblade 3 is still like maybe a 6.5 or 7 out of 10 is because the fucking music in the cutscenes. Xenoblade 3, despite having characters that I don't care about nearly as much as the cast of 2, it has the most impactful emotional moments. And those are the highest highs of Xenoblade. It's just the rest of the game isn't that worth it. Okay. Yeah, I got it. I just wanted to remember. So the DLC for Xenoblade 3 came out. And as expected, I was kind of... Do I not have LNR programmed? Interesting. I don't have LNR on this emulators for some weird-ass reason. Oh no, it's A and B. So yeah, you're just supposed to fucking hit the rock, dudes. So yeah, Xenoblade 3 DLC came out, and I was excited because I knew it was gonna have more like Xenoblade 1 and 2 shit in it. And don't get me wrong, like, I came into Xenoblade 3 thinking like, okay, they're gonna try and do their own thing again like they did with 2 compared to 1. Like, I'm not going to expect them to be completely, like, fan servicey. I was still disappointed by, like, some of the storytelling and, like, the lack of character writing. But Xenoblade 3 DLC was gonna have more fan service from 1 and 2, and I'm thinking, okay, if they're gonna implement stuff from 1 and 2, that means they're forced to actually have good writing, because they can't send off characters like Shulk and Rex poorly. If they did, riots would fucking occur in the streets. So yeah, Rex and Shulk are in the Xenoblade 3 DLC, Future Redeemed. Rex is funny. Shulk is also pretty funny, but I feel like they didn't really do him justice. But then again, he was just an average shonen protagonist in Xenoblade 1. I say that when Rex is also literally just average shonen protagonist. But Rex actually fucking had, like, empathy and shit. More so than Shulk. And also, like, he grew out of his stupid phase. Shulk never grows out of his stupid phase. Shulk is always just kind of stupid. But yeah, like, I don't know, I feel like they did Rex and Shulk justice in the DLC. Shulk maybe not so much, like, yeah, he has his moments, but it's mostly just Rex that takes the fucking cake. It's really amusing to watch Rex and Shulk just be awkward dads. Ooh, what is this? Boo, I say! You guys again! But I found this treasure first, it's mine, see? So yeah, it's very cool to watch Rex and Shulk be awkward dads. I should have said this earlier, but if you haven't played Xenoblade 3 and you want to, big spoiler warning, especially for this DLC. This DLC is very much important for the DLC is very important for Xenoblade lore. But yeah, Shulk and Rex have kids. For some reason, they're caught in the time loop that is Xenoblade 3. Even though Rex and Shulk aren't. I don't know how that fucking works. I guess they're supposed to explain it in a side quest, but I didn't really do a whole lot of the side quests because I just didn't really care. So yeah, the funny, wow, the mic fucking acted up for a little bit because I touched the cord just a tiny bit. What is the time? Damn. But now that I know the timing, I can do it with 3 now. So yeah, I don't know. So the whole thing with Xenoblade 3 DLC, it has a lot more fan service towards 1 and 2. Specifically 1, which I would have loved a bit more fan service towards 2, but you know what? They actually fucking kept Rex's character the same in the DLC, so I'll take that. They did Shulk a little bit dirty, but I'm willing to... Fuck. I'm willing... Oh, God. No, don't fucking... You just stole my hammer, you bitch! Luigi better be able to do... Yeah, okay, he has his hammer again. I'm not gonna talk about Rex's family tree. It's very weird. Like, half the cast is either Rex directly or descended of Rex somehow. And thing is, like, I loved Xenoblade 2 when I first played it, and I still do love it. It's still one of my favorite games ever. But, like, replaying that game and knowing what happens in the future after the events of that game, Rex having 3 children, children with 3 separate women, I'm like, geez, this game really is a fucking harem anime, and they didn't try to hide it whatsoever. Yeah, go away, Popple. Also, that snail has boobs. Very mature. Yeah, so the things that I liked about the Xenoblade 3 DLC are the fact that they did things that they did not do in the vanilla game. Like, they made the combat actually a little bit more engaging. Because instead of having an Ouroboros power to, like, where you fucking fuse and become invincible for, like, 15 seconds, you don't have that. Instead, you have, like, a whole fucking, like, unison attack thing, where, like, it actually requires strategy to use them, instead of a panic button where you're invincible. And then you can just stall out and then revive the rest of your teammates, and then win battle that you otherwise would be brain dead for. So they actually fucking did the combat system a bit more justice in the DLC. They didn't make chain attacks faster. God, no. Why would they make chain attacks faster? You know, the slowest part of the combat. That's also the most aggravating and stupid and just, like, satisfying for only, like, 2 instances and then just boring the rest. But, like, the area theme, the area themes they have in that game, they're actually more melodic. They have melodies that can be carried that are memorable. The battle theme is fucking awesome. It's a combination of both kind of like the tempo of the Bionis shoulder fight from 1, Definitive Edition, and the battle theme from the Torna DLC in 2. Like, okay, so it's the tempo of the battle theme from Bionis shoulder with the instrumentation of 2's Torna battle theme. And it's just fucking cool, it's groovy, it's a little bit, well, not groovy necessarily, but, like, it just has a nice swing, and it just, you could listen to that theme for hours, and I kind of have. But yeah, it's very good. The music is very good in the DLC. Wow, the Beanstar is revived. I'll do this dialogue first and I'll continue. So the Beanstar is finally back to normal. A message has arrived from Bowletta. I shudder to think. Do 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 do. Very good. You fools make fine scavengers. Now I want red and green to bring that Beanstar to me. The drop point is at the far end of the ocean, at the crypt for cruddy jokes called Joke's End. You can't get to Joke's End by walking on the seafloor, so don't try it, cretins. Come after you learn how to cross the sea surface. And don't lose the Beanstar on the way, Butterfingers! But if he... Oh, fuck. Oh, but if he, she, it plans to return Princess Peach, we give it the Beanstar. Then it can't be... Wow, fucking... the Bean Queen, why are you... Oh, that... that joke didn't age well. Then it can't be planning to use Peach's voice to awaken the Beanstar Oh! Mademoiselle, then it can't be planning to use Peach's voice to awaken the Beanstar after all. That would seem to be so. Relax, all of you. We can just give the fiend this. Oh, a fake Beanstar, of course. You got a fake Beanstar. Also, please take along a change of clothes for the princess. I'm sure that Princess Peach likely tried to escape, doing untold damage to her lovely dress. Just thinking of it drives me mad. Curse that Bowletta! At least this old servant can help it in some small way. You got Peach's extra dress. I'm sure that won't come in helpful. I'm sure that won't be a necessary key thing that comes into play later. Definitely not. To get to Joke's End, you have no choice but to travel above the ocean waves. Perhaps if you go to the beach, you'll find a way to get there. Apparently there once was quite a fine surfing spot at one of the land's beaches. Excellent, then the two of you will execute our daring plan. Oh, I almost forgot. You won our little Beanstar wager. So here are your mushroom coins. 99,999,999,999,999 of them. At today's exchange rate, $99,999,999,999 mushroom coins comes to 99 bean coins. Okay. Thanks, Prince Peasley. Yeah. This will probably be a bit of a longer episode while I talk about Xenoblade. Because I want to finish my thoughts on it. DLC, pretty good. The new areas are cool because they have area themes. I like the character dynamics. I like Rex and Shulk being awkward dads while, while A, the new character, is actually, like, I thought they were gonna be, like, kind of tropish in terms of their character, and don't get me wrong, they kind of do fit that trope of, like, the kind of, like, the knowledgeable one, like, the sensible one, like, no, don't do this, stupid protagonist, you're supposed to do this, etc., etc. Like, yeah, they kind of do that. But A is also... They actually, like... They're actually pretty cool. I liked A's character. They may be tropish, but they're kind of a fun trope. With, like, how they executed it. That's fine. Tropes are not a bad thing. I don't get me wrong. Tropes are not a bad thing. They never are. Well, they can be. They definitely can be if they're used in the wrong way. But the reason why tropes are tropes is because tropes work. That's why. How the fuck? Oh, I need to go to the Hammersmiths. And they're somewhere around here. And Lakitu, you can just fuck off, won't you? Yeah, so A is a cool character. I don't give a shit about Matthew. He's a fucking worse protagonist than any of the Xenoblade characters. Like, yeah, no, Matthew is just a boring protagonist. The only thing he talks about is his sister. Cool, thanks. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Matthew. You have committed a lot to this conversation. You have added a whole lot to this group dynamic that has already been established in previous games, or been established somehow in the vanilla game, or somehow, you know, whatever. Glimmer, Rex and Pyra's child, she's just a mini Mithra. I thought for sure that they got Sky Bennett back on to voice her. No, they didn't. Just kind of unfortunate, to be honest. Rex isn't even the same voice actor. Like, why would you change Why would you change Rex's voice actor, I ask, as I remember the voice acting from Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and how embarrassing Rex's scream was. Still, I think Rex's voice actor should have been kept the same just for, you know, the sake of actually, like, keeping consistency and just having a neat little nod. Like, the whole, like, half the reason why I like Rex so much is because of his voice actor doing stupid shit. Like, Rex wouldn't be the same without the same voice actor. And that's kind of noticeable in Xenoblade 3 DLC. Like, while they nailed down Rex's mannerisms in the DLC, it's like, I just wish it was the real Rex. So there's another bros move hidden in this minigame like the previous one, but you have to spend 500 coins instead of... Yep, that was my only attempt. So yeah, party dynamic is cool. Mini Mithra Glimmer is cool. I'm just glad to get some more Xenoblade 2 fan service. Not in that way, but just in the terms like of acknowledging the game's existence. Because you could kind of tell that the devs tried to run away from Xenoblade 2 a little bit when it came to the whole controversy surrounding the character designs and shit, and just like how much of a mixed bag Xenoblade 2 is considered to be. Which, honestly, quite unfortunate. Quite. But yeah, like, yeah, I know. I did not want to go here. I fucked up. Okay, time to go back to the shore. Is there another panel here? Somewhere? Please? Yeah, so I guess I'll talk about, like, the actual, like, stuff that the Xenoblade 3 DLC added. They killed off Shulk and Rex. They gave them the most respectful deaths that, like, they could give. Like, it's not like they fucking killed them off. Like, they kind of, like, sent them off in a weird way. Like, oh, we're gonna give our lives, the rest of our lives, to, like, our children so that they can live on beyond the 10-year cycle of Xenoblade 3. And you know what? That's fair. That's fair. That's a good way to send them off and to move on from the past Xenoblade. I would say just move on from Xenoblade in general. Move on from the Xeno series in general. How wrong I was. In Xenoblade 3, there is a cutscene where Matthew is talking to his sister. But you're not paying attention to that because Matthew and his sister is the most boring thing added to this game. It's a boring subplot. But there is a radio in the background of that cutscene where Matthew and his sister are talking. In that radio, the radio itself has the Vector Industries logo on it, which is a thing from Xeno Saga. And then they specifically name drop a character that I did not notice until after people were freaking out about it online, Dmitry Yuryev. They name drop that character from Xenoblade, from Xeno Saga, which, understandably, I did not remember the character's name, because why the fuck would I be able to remember a... There's so many characters in Xeno Saga, of course it's understandable that I not remember a couple names. Especially one that was, like, more prominent in Xeno Saga 2. Which, I like Xeno Saga 2, I actually like it a bit more than 1, just on the basis that it has a fucking soundtrack. But, yeah. Is this Joke's End? I think this is. Yeah, but... yeah. They're basically connecting the lore of Xenosaga to the entirety of Xenoblade. So for the fans of Xenoblade that haven't played Xenosaga, now you're expected to go back and play Xenosaga. Good luck finding $300 worth of games. I'm sure Xenosaga 3 has risen up in price since I got it at like 140. Loose. You could emulate it. And, I mean, I have enough faith in Monolith that, like, they'll actually, like, fucking, like, get Namco to fucking, like, remake those games. Because, you know, Namco is the one that has the rights to Xenosaga. Hold it, you two. This palace is our playground, understand? Do you two want to play here too? In that case, the least you could do is say hello to those of us who were here first. Huh? Me? I'm Jojora. I'm a buddy of the cousin of the descendant of the spirit who once guarded this place. Princess Peach? Bowletta? Man, I have no idea what you're talking about. Whatever. Look, if you want to go inside, then go right ahead. Be my guest. Go nuts. I don't know what kind of adventure you've been on to get here, but man, getting through here won't be nearly as easy as what you're used to. No way. Yeah, you're gonna be hearing the song the whole dungeon. I'm sorry, I cannot fix that. Or I could, but if I'm gonna suffer, you're gonna suffer with me. So yeah, Monolith is connecting Xenosaga to Xenoblade. So if you haven't played Xenosaga, play the first 3 games of Xenosaga. You know, the whole series. Because at the end of Xenoblade 3, they allude, oh hey, Cosmos is coming back to Earth after it's reformed at the end of Xenoblade 3. Which is the exact same ending, well, not the exact same, but a very reminiscent, very similar ending screen. I'm not going to spoil Xenosaga, but anyway, they do connect it, and Cosmos is coming back, most likely. And she's probably going to be a playable character in the next Xenoblade? Xenosaga? What are they gonna fucking call the series now? Xenosaga Chronicles 4? I have no fucking idea. But yeah, Cosmos is coming back. Most likely. Which, cool, whatever. That's cool. I really like the Xenosaga games. I don't think any of them, like, even all of them combined, can compare to Xenoblade 2 and how much I like that game. But one thing that the Xenosaga games is, you know, better at, like the games that I prefer, my wording is tumbling out here. I like the whole Xenosaga series more than I like Xenoblade 1 and Xenoblade 3. But it doesn't beat Xenoblade 2. Xenosaga's a great series. I mean, yeah, sure. Like, it may be somewhat archaic in terms of RPG design, in some instances. But once you get over that, or, like, find a walkthrough to, like, go along with and play the game with, it's not that bad. And then it's just basically like a fucking, like, 100-hour, like, series where you just fucking play, you get invested in the story and the characters, you, yeah. It's just enjoyable. It's just an enjoyable trip. And even if you don't get all the fucking metaphors and all the fucking religion analogies, it's still a cool trip. Like, I have thoroughly enjoyed it. And the ending of Xenosaga 3 is one of the most memorable endings in a video game I have ever experienced. Like, I don't remember endings of video games all too much sometimes, when they're not really that interesting. Like, I'll remember them, but I'll just remember it as an ending. not as necessarily anything special. The ending of Xenosaga 3, even like now, that ending is still kind of ingrained in my head because it's just, it's the perfection of fucking bittersweet. I fucking love the ending of Xenosaga 3. It's just a good way to top off the series. And it was supposed to be a 6-part series before Monolith got bankrupt. And like, by the end of the 6 parts, the only one from the original cast that would still be left would be Cosmos. Basically, she would be watching everyone die around her or move on or etc. Which is really depressing, but also a really cool fucking idea. Just like one robot's journey to becoming human and meeting companions and discovering struggles in life and solving the issues of the big bad evil guys, etc. Like, that is a really cool concept for like a whole 6-part series. And I'm sad that Monolith never got to finish it, but at this rate, they are going to finish it. They're just going to put Cosmos in the Xenoblade lore. So, yeah, that's my whole big rant about the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 DLC. It's pretty good. It's better than the base game by quite a bit, actually. I got the fan service I wanted from 1 and 2. I got Shulk and Rex. I didn't get Pyra and Mithra, which is, I don't know where the fuck they are, but okay. Yeah. So, if you're a Xenoblade fan, play the DLC for 3. It's better. It's just better than the vanilla game. So, in the next episode of Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga... Can this music just fucking shut up? We're gonna go through this dungeon. We're not gonna be able to finish it next episode. It's like, it's a long one. It's a pretty long one. But see you then. Bye.